Sr., and I am the host of the Walt Weekly podcast. I've been observing a few things that I think we have not spoken about, or nor has the mainstream media focused on it. But I like to call it out, and that's what the Walt Weekly does. We call out things because we're forward thinking. We try to be anyway. We just don't think about yesterday, today. We think about down the line. All right. And what we do now impacts what we do down the line, right? All right. So did you hear that last week the Germans announced that they will be spearheading the rearmament of the EU military to make it the best? Now, this takes me back to, and I wasn't around. This is from history. I am looking at this announcement from them, and they are saying that they're going to spearhead the buildup of the most powerful military in Europe, okay? So they've done this before, y'all, okay? In World War II. Now, if y'all guys read some history, you know about World War II, you know that the Nazis, Hitler, almost destroyed the world. They were fighting everywhere. Millions and millions of people lost their lives. Millions. And it took the Russians and the U.S. along with other countries such as Australia, Britain. I mean, Britain was decimated. They lost almost half their population. So what I'm trying to say is, why would we allow the Germans to rearm? It's in their nature to the right-wing people anyway. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm not stereotyping them, but the history shows that. And the history shows that over here, we got right-wing people that, the Third Reich, that salute that Elon Musk did. And I just can't understand why Jewish people are not up in arms over this rearmament of the Germans. They got the best engineers in the world. They got the highest population of any country in the EU. And they're engineers. These are very, very smart folks. So why allow them the opportunity to rearm? Something may not jump off in the next 5 years, but in the next 10 years, anybody's guess. Because if you remember World War II under Hitler, if you were not Aryan, 100% white, you were no good to them. You would die. They didn't give a doggone about you, and they would try to kill you. That's what the war was all about. Their superiority complex. And you think that's gone there in Germany? That Donald Trump would allow them, after their history, to rearm because he has this, I'm an isolationist. We don't need to take care of them, and we don't need to take care of them. Why did we have millions and millions of people die in World War II for you to come back 80 years later and say, y'all guys go ahead and arm? The Germans were very present in World War I, and they were very present in World War II. If we were that close to losing that war, World War II, that we could have been speaking German. We had some luck, and the God may have looked down on us, but we had some, some issues. So anyway, the reason our focus here is on our community, the Black community. But as I don't want to isolationist, or what is the word I'm looking for? A silo, per se, of the African American, I wouldn't say Black American in this country. We have to look to our common interests as Black Americans. And with Germany rearmament and all this kind of stuff, what about our grandkids, the great grandkids? I know the world's going to come to an end, and some of y'all probably saying, that's going to be the Lord's will. But at least, if it's the Lord's will, at least take some action and look down the road. I don't see the Republicans looking down the road at anything. They're looking at what's in their interest, what's immediate, just like the big, beautiful bill that they're trying to pass. So it may be passed, who knows? But, to allow Germany to rearm is suicidal. That's all I want to say. It's suicidal to let the Germans rearm. And it might not be a Black issue now, but it may be a Black issue down the road. So I'm just alerting y'all guys to the fact that this is out there and this may happen. Okay? All right, then. So with that said, I do want to say, the Walt Weekly, we've been out here 6 years now. Okay? We don't ask for anything. We never have. But it comes a time that expenses have to be paid. All right? And so I am asking you guys to subscribe, like, share. That's one way to help us. All media like ours, podcasts and YouTube guys, we depend on likes and subscribers. And the Walt Weekly is the same. All right, we're not financed by anyone. We try to maintain our journalistic freedom and that we can say what we want to say. Within reasons, of course. You're not going to tell anybody to go jump off the bridge, right? But we need you guys' support. That's what we need. We need your support. So definitely look at our YouTube channel, and that is youtube.com/The Walt Weekly Podcast. That's where you'll find our YouTube channel. As far as our podcast, our audio podcast, we're out there. We're on every platform that you listen to your podcast. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. We're out there. So I need y'all folks to subscribe. Also, we have our site on Facebook, and we have one on. So I need you guys to, if you value our analysis based on fact, then you will check us out. And I'm quite sure y'all guys want to click on that button, but just click on that subscribe button. And we'll be here. As I said, our focus is on what's good and bad for the Black community. That's what we do. But we also have to look at things from a geopolitical perspective that may not immediately impact us, but you know how it is with us. When the white man gets in trouble, he calls us. So, these knuckleheads that are in office now, and forget about them, boy. I'm telling you. So I'll be back with more. I just wanted to say this for today. And I hope y'all guys have a great week, all right? And a good year. Thank you.